3D printing is way easier if you have the right tools, and these are all insanely cheap, starting off with this. This is the best super glue that money can buy, and you are going to need super glue as someone who does 3D prints. So this is Super Fast Plus, and I promise you this is the strongest super glue with the activator that I have ever used in my life. Put a little line of super glue on there, make sure you've sprayed it with the activator, pop these together, and I shit you not, it's already set. Like, this thing is ready to go already. Now, of course, give it a little bit of time, it will improve in strength, but this thing is already super secure, and it is, it's insane. For me to buy both of these, it cost me around about £10 or $13 for those of you in the US, and the amount of use you get out of it, because really you're only going to be using a tiny bit, it lasts a hell of a long time. So if you are looking for a good super glue for your 3D prints, this stuff is literally a miracle. Moving on, we have isopropanol alcohol. This is a must-have. I swear to you, you're going to use this all the time. You're going to use it to clean your print beds, you're going to use it to maintain your printer, and it also has some post-processing effects for 3D prints as well. Pair it with a microfiber cloth and just wipe down the print bed with a little bit of this every single print, and apparently people swear that is the best way to get bed adhesion. I still use glue sticks, but I'm going to test it out soon. Now, a bottle this size of 99.9%, which anything over 90%, you're pretty much good to go, cost me around about £6.60, I believe, for this size, which I believe is around about $8 or $9 for you guys in the US. So it is definitely a cheap product, but something you will use a hell of a lot. Now, another one is these things right here, glue sticks, but super cheap, regular paper glue sticks that you can just buy for pennies, or I guess cents, over in the US. You do not need to buy these super expensive glue sticks. These will do just fine. The 3D printed branded glue sticks do no better than these regular ones. So if you are going to be using them for bed adhesion, then just grab some cheaper ones once that one that comes with your printer runs out. Now, I know this is a hot topic and people will be in the comments telling me that I don't use the glue stick on my bed and I don't use this and I use this instead. And I love to hear all that sort of stuff. So let me know what you guys do. But a lot of people do use glue sticks. I still use glue sticks. So don't be spending a ton of money on the branded ones. These cheapo ones that you get in like a craft store, absolutely perfect. By the way, if you haven't clicked sub yet, please help move this graph. Now, maybe you're interested in colored 3D prints and you don't have an AMS, or you want to save a bit of time and money. Small things where there's like, you know, slight color changes can be very easily done by adding a little bit of paint. Now, of course, you could print in color, but this takes a long time. There's a lot of material purge, and when you're printing something so small like this, you may not necessarily want to do that. Now, really simply, I use acrylic paints that I water down very thin, regardless of whether I'm using an airbrush or not. Watering them down very thin will give you a nice even coat to the actual print, and it will come out really nicely. Now, if you're painting a full thing, it is definitely worth getting a plastic primer, but if you just want to add a tiny piece of detail to something like this, you don't need to cover the whole thing in primer. Just make sure your paint's thin, do a couple of coats, and it will come out decent. So if you do want to add a bit of color to your 3D prints, but don't want to deal with the AMS and filament changes and purges, then acrylic paints watered down is the way to go. Now, pliers are something you're gonna want to have when doing 3D printing. Removing supports, genuinely easy, but sometimes you'll print something where supports are a nightmare, or in a place where you just kind of can't get your fingers. I mean, my fingers are a little bit fat there, you know, this is helpful. Having some needle nose pliers, something that can reach into those awkward places, is a lifesaver, can save you a lot of time. And trust me, there will be times that you're trying to remove a support, even if it's a tree support, something like that, and you're thinking, why is this thing not coming off? Now, regardless of the reason for that, having pliers like this at the time is definitely going to be useful. Picking up a pair of pliers like these, only going to set you back a few dollars or pounds, and definitely something you're going to want to have in your drawer at some point. And the majority of them have wire strippers or cutters as well, so multiple uses. Another product that you're definitely going to want to spend a little bit of money on is Desiccant. Now, if you store your filament in an airtight container, or maybe you have an AMS, you are absolutely going to want to have some of this, and you can buy it online for fairly cheap in bulk. Desiccant can also be collected, which is where these came from filament rolls. Anytime you order filament, there's a very good chance you'll get at least one pack or a couple of packs in the package. And if you buy anything that comes with it, store this in a nice dry place because you can use it in the future. I keep all of the Desiccant that I have to top up the AMS that I have there. And yes, they may need to be changed more often than, like, you know, if you buy specific ones for it, but you can just rip them out, pop these ones in, and then change them regular to keep all the filament nice and dry. The reason that you would want to use Desiccant with your filament, though, is to make sure that it stays as dry as possible, because that will increase increase your print quality. If your filament gets damp or absorbs any moisture at all, it can very quickly affect print quality. So spending a little bit of money on Desiccant to make sure your filament is nice and moisture free is definitely worth it.